I'll still think about it.
Okay, we can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
Gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn through the night. When you're so salty, I'll still think about it.
We can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
Can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop. Okay.
Gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn through the night. When you're so salty,
You sure you can handle? Okay. We can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop.
It's Thursday.
You all have been catfished, every single one of you.
Unintentionally.
Still, catfish
Special guest is
nonetheless.
me. Yay.
No. Okay. So I don't
You
actually
are
want to.
special.
I don't want to
Aw.
say who the special guest was supposed to be because I don't want to throw him under the bus. But special guest was a greater than 50% chance they could make it, and then shit happened
Well-
and they couldn't make it.
Yeah, life happens.
I am back.
You are back. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
listen.
special guest, I guess. No, I'm sorry. We thought we had someone lined up to join us, and they're just busy. So I don't want to throw them under the bus because they'll probably come back again. You know, like so. Anyway,
Throw that sucker in reverse too.
drive over them. Thudum,
Yeah,
thudum,
and then
thudum.
just- Yeah,
You got to get them with the dual tires too on the back of the bus.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
the dually tires. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the way to do it. So I'm sorry about that. I didn't like. That's why I didn't want to put that in the title. I was like, do I put this in the title or not? Because they weren't like 100% confirmed, but they were like, I think I can.
Oh, so you jinxed it. Good job.
No, I mean,
if
The
you
lines
believe
do.
in that sort of
let me-
thing.
let me tell you.
Promise, under deliver.
Well, that's true. I wish I should do that. But here's the problem with doing live streams is how the hell do you come up with a like salacious title every week for a live stream to get people to want to watch? It's really impossible because you don't know what's going to happen unless I have Josh here and I have like Sawzall. I'd be like, Sawzall's with us. Everyone's gonna be like, oh shit. Or if we're like, hey, we're gonna wrench on something live, then everyone's like, oh, they're gonna fuck something up. This is gonna be great. Short of that,
Yeah, Dan.
true.
He's Dan. So for those of you, let me.
Oh, that's your buddy.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
So for
Yeah.
everybody, before you all ask, and somebody's still gonna inevitably end up asking,
Oh yeah.
nothing has happened with the 911. However, this
However,
fine gentleman,
disclaimer.
this fine gentleman right here is coming out to. I'm flying him out here. He works for
Oh
Porsche,
shit.
and he is going to help me put the engine in the car. So, provided everything goes good, hopefully it will be driving Sunday.
All right.
That's what we're hoping. So,
Oh,
That's-
and yes, I do have a lack of creativity. let me
he
tell
really
you.
does. Like he'll
I'm
send us
terrible.
a screenshot of the videos that he uploads, and he'll be like, help with the titles, and the titles that he picked were terrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
who
I
did
I'm
today's?
so bad. I'm so bad at clickbait. I'm terrible.
Today's was really
Oh,
good.
I do have another confession to make, and this one is, um, where's the dreadful? Yeah,
And there's
I
a
should
greater
have.
than 0% possibility that that actually happens because I've
We
done
should
it
do that.
before.
I should retake the thumbnail for all the lives and just have it be you in a bikini or something. And
With
we
the
would,
rubber glove hanging out. That'll-
yeah, you got to turn it just right so the rubber glove becomes a nipple. Yeah,
Well, I thought it was funny that like it was randomly sticking one finger out, so people were like, "What? What
like,
is that?"
yeah. So, full disclosure, I had a what I'm going to call a self-inflicted wound today.
Ooh.
Not in the
I'm very
literal sense.
disappointed about this.
I am extraordinarily pissed off at myself. So, the
It's one of
joys
my
of,
best videos yet.
the joys of creating ridiculous like amounts of content, right? So, any given week, we're creating 4 videos a week. So, I have, you know, half a terabyte of videos at any given moment on my hard drive of videos that I need to edit or are edited or whatever. I have a giant like 10 terabyte backup drive and all this shit, and I keep always anyway. So sometimes things get a little hectic and it gets hard to keep track of what's edited, what's not edited, what needs to be edited, so on and so forth. So I got to the point where I had too much unedited content, or I should say raw content on my hard drive, which means like probably about once every week or two, I go through and I clean up all my old content so I can have a working computer. Otherwise I'll just run out of space, which has happened, numerous times. Well, I don't know exactly what happened, but I edited a video, spent hours and hours and hours on it. It was a fantastic video. It's going to be super good. I was super proud of it. It was me and Adam.
Yeah,
We
it was
did
my
a-
best video yet.
I wouldn't call it that, but it was good. It was very good. Like I was genuinely entertained. It is edited
Thanks,
perfectly.
Dan.
No, like you did a good job. I did a good job. The content was awesome. The topic was perfect. We did a video of the 430 versus the 430 Scuderia.
Oh,
Which is
nice.
one video everybody would have loved to have
Which,
seen.
yeah, everyone wants to see that video. It's fucking gone. I don't know where it went. I
Gone?
swear to God,
Crash Plan, man.
like the raw content's gone, the rendered content's gone, the backups are gone, everything's gone.
That's what you get for shift deleting everything.
Yep.
Actually, that's kind of true because I do shift delete everything.
Is it not on the camera either? Still, the SD card.
No, my chips on the camera are only like 128 megabyte or gigabyte or whatever.
Well, you know what that
So-
means. This is a good thing. It means you
Why?
have to buy another Scud.
That's true. We do have to buy another Scud.
So shucks, darn. Then I get to drive it.
Oh man.
Dude, so you know what happened? So I'm sitting here editing videos. Meg comes in here today and she's like, "Hey, whatever happened to that Scud video?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, where is like?" I'm like, "I swear to God, I already uploaded that and it's already scheduled." So I'm like going through and I'm like, "Why is it not scheduled? It's not even uploaded. Where the hell is it?"
No.
So I go through and I look through I have like a folder for edited. I have a folder for unedited. I'm like, where is this thing? I can't find it. And I start panicking. Where the fuck is it? Oh shit. And then I finally, after like
That's the worst feeling.
staring at the computer for 10 minutes going,
Oh,
gone.
Is it really not in the YouTube studio?
That's what I'm saying, man. Because that was filmed
looking right now.
almost a month ago.
my God. The worst part is you don't know what happened. So like, you
Yeah,
can't
I don't
Oh,
know.
prevent
I
it
don't
again.
know how.
I know
Like
what happened.
I very specifically remember editing that video,
Yeah.
having it finished being edited, and I swear to God, I remember watching it on my TV. And the only way I can watch it on my TV is if it's been uploaded.
Mucinex happened. You were sick. You were.
That's right. That actually could be it. And I know it started. I edited it. I filmed it when we were sick. When I was sick, because I remember hacking in it and going, and I had to edit out the bunch of hacks.
Yep.
So I was.
I totally bet you were just in a like Mucinex fury and like delete. I don't need this shit. I don't need this shit.
Well, I know the moment I deleted the originals, which was today,
oh shit.
because I went
You
through.
Well,
need,
that's
to,
on
you
you
need to do some data recovery.
No,
Yeah, it's not worth it.
no, it's not worth it. I'm so pissed about that,
Stop shift deleting.
dude. Yeah, I have to shift delete because if I don't, I run out of space.
But when you delete it and it's in the trash can, it will get written over eventually.
All right, everyone go buy a Nefarious Activity shirt at normalguystupidcar.com so
Dan's
Dan
a
can buy a
dumbass.
fucking Synology and store his files.
So here's the problem: I can't back up originals because it's too much data.
it's-
You're talking about I would have to have like 150 terabytes of data.
Oh,
It would be
more than that.
impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just impossible. No, actually, if you added up all the originals over the years, it would be
Yadabots. What's bigger, a yadabyte or a petabyte?
petabyte.
Oh,
Yadabyte.
Yada's bigger. Yeah.
I don't think
no
I'm
one
that.
has
It's not that big. So I back up all of the edited videos. Once they're done being edited, I back them up.
But not this one.
I don't know what happened. And like it's so stupid because like today my process was I took all my edited videos that were edited, I backed them up. I was a good
Obviously, not all of them.
No, I everything in that folder I backed up and then cleared it out.
Jeez, Tyler, wasn't that funny?
Yeah. It was.
Man, I'm so pissed.
As someone that works in tech, that was that funny. Yeah. No, I swear I did
I'll
it
tell you-
today, except for that one. I always do it.
Yeah. The problem is raw video is extraordinarily large.
Yeah.
Like the edited videos are like usually I'm gonna say 5 gigabytes. So they're big, right? So I have I think I have an 8 terabyte hard drive of my edited videos, and it's almost full. So I've got almost 8 terabytes of edited videos, and yeah, it's anyway. Enough about that. That was my fuck up today, and I was just like,
Well, so what were there any good takeaways from the showdown? Did the 430 stand out over the Scud in any way?
What do you
I mean,
think, Gabe?
dude, yeah.
Who knows?
Okay, what do you think?
Maybe
think
there
we
was a surprising.
could-
Maybe it was more cushiony, and you like that.
Well, it's
Ooh.
comfy. It is more comfortable than the
I
Scud.
think
There's
I
no-
did say. I think I talked about the seat bolsters in it.
Yeah,
There you
there's
go.
definitely. You did not want to do a road trip in a Scud.
No,
No, that's a terrible
No.
idea. Terrible. Like if you brought a Scud to the Tour of Colorado, you would be regretting life by day 7. You would.
I don't know because we're not really in the car all that long, though. That's the thing.
That's true. We do take a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would
But
be all
the
right.
noise, I think the noise would get to
The
you.
noise would get to you for sure.
That's what earplugs are for.
Yeah, man. Because I'll tell you, you know what's the worst part about the first Tour of Colorado, the first one we did. I drove my 458 before I had valves in the car, and the worst part was that first night after driving 16 hours up to Colorado. Well, okay, so we made it in like 12, but the drive up to Colorado was so
Thanks, Stu.
loud that thanks, Stu. That night it was the ringing in my ears was so loud that I could not get to sleep.
Jen and I actually used earplugs on that drive.
That was a good move. That's a good move, because that was intense. Like that was it. Like it was so loud that your head hurt when you stopped. You're like, oh god.
Well, this year we'll be driving in quietness and quiet
Yes.
truck goodness. Because
up there, driving up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know, dude.
Well,
Trailering's so nice up there.
But the sound on the back roads doesn't bother me so much because the RPM is constantly changing. The pitch is always different.
That's true.
When you're-
that's true. It's
when
the
you're
constant
driving on the
75
inter-
miles an hour constant.
Yeah.
75 miles an hour.
I'm trying to be polite and not.
Although I will
incriminate
say,
myself.
even the dash cam in the F-Type, which F-Type's loud enough as it is, all I could hear was your car, Dan, 3 cars
Yeah.
ahead of me. That's the only thing that dash cam picked up. Was
Oh, yeah.
your 458.
Your 458 was excessively loud.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I loved that.
Was it- yeah,
So
That thing
good.
was epic, man. I missed that car.
reverberating.
I
off
tell
the
you-
mountains.
So it's probably like a greater than 90% chance we're gonna take the 599 this year, and that scares me because the 599 is not that loud, but it's so deep and bassy.
Yeah.
Like that V12 engine is just bassy as hell. It's like grrr, it just grumbles, you know.
You're gonna start an avalanche.
I'm not, no, dude. It's gonna
That's
hurt
loud.
your brain. It's gonna hurt your brain.
I'll just be in front of you the whole time then.
There you go.
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's a good idea. I gotta click on this one. Oops, missed it. Here we go. You also said you're gonna make a comparison between all 4 cars, 360 to 488. That we need to do. Shit. That means we gotta do it like probably Monday.
Mm. And
'Cause-
drag race 650 48.
Ooh,
That would be fun.
That would be cool.
be fun. We should
I'd
do
be
that for
curious.
sure.
I have the car back from Authentic Details. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, in
how
the
good
back?
does it look?
Oh, how is
Oh,
it?
it's Brad. I mean, not that anyone doubted Brad would knock it out of the park, but holy shit! Like
Paint
there's-
correction.
Oh yeah, he did front PPF on the front half, like a track pack PPF, and then paint cracked and ceramic the whole car. Oh my god! Like
Man,
It's
I can't
they do,
wait to see it
They do miracles, man.
they really
because I don't remember your car having very much ceramic or wax on it, so
Mm-mm.
the color was
It was
kind of
bad.
dull.
And
So-
dude, washing it now, it's
Oh,
gonna be so much
Well,
better.
of course, I picked it up yesterday.
When it rained.
When they opened the door to pull out, it started sprinkling. It rained the entire
You
way
said
home
pull out.
until I pull. Yes, I did, just for you. Until I got in the driveway, then it stopped raining. I was like, God damn it!
Of
But-
course.
Are you
It's
trailing
coated,
that
so-
out, Tyler? Or are you gonna drive it out?
Yeah, Adam has a swanky giant fucking trailer, so
He's car number Deuce in the trailer.
deuces.
You guys are gonna have a hell of a time with that trailer.
Oh, it's gonna suck in Manitou.
Yeah, once you get
Oh,
into
you said
town,
That I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
looking. I'm not
like
looking
parking
forward
that
to
trailer is yeah, we'll help you.
Yeah,
That'll be the
It's gonna
event
be-
for the first day.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a reasonable possibility we're gonna go up. You don't have to, but me and Josh might have to go up a day or two early
Mm.
because there's a fairly large YouTuber who wants to drive the 599
Ooh, Paulo.
who lives kind of in that area, huh? Well, I'm also working on getting Aaron Palos to drive it too.
Okay. Oh, so second one. Okay.
Another YouTuber. So yeah, I've already got 2 YouTubers lined up to possibly drive it.
Cool.
So, you know, I mean, that was actually a conversation I had with Meg tonight. I'm like, you know, so we're probably gonna like hold on to that car for even if someone like came with us and was like, hey, I'll pay full asking price. I'd be like, yeah, I'm not gonna sell it yet.
Mm. Yeah.
So, you know, just because I want to like, you know, oh yeah, here you go. Any offers on it? Not really. No, and I'm not in a rush. That's the thing. I'm not in a rush. So, oh, I heard a
The
blip.
hell- there it is. I was gonna say, what the hell was that noise?
There you go, Josh.
Hey, Joe.
Hey,
What's up?
We were. I'll have you know, pre-show, Adam was throwing shade like a motherfucker at
It
you.
was
Oh yeah, what about what?
how your audio quality and video quality, but it will make you happy to hear why I was throwing shit. See, it's happening right now. We couldn't hear you.
Yes, you got a new microphone.
Actually, dude, I've got a second one of these. You
There you
can
go.
have it. We'll
Spread
give
the
it
wealth.
to you.
Sweet.
The reason though,
Adam-
because Dan asked, "Why are you throwing so much shit at Josh tonight?" And I said, "Because he's always right about stuff, and it annoys me."
I don't do it on purpose. Sorry.
So
It's true.
Yeah, that's actually how the conversation went. So hopefully that makes
Oh.
you feel a little bit better.
Your buddy as a potential buyer in the 599. I need to test drive it.
Yeah. I love it.
That's awesome. Oh man. Yeah.
My Allison just had to. She played Truth or Dare with Emma at dinner tonight because she wasn't eating her dinner, and
Oh,
Emma
really?
dared her to chug the beer I had next to me in order to eat her dinner. So she chugged a beer, and Emma ate her dinner.
Did we mention that we
awesome.
love your wife? She's like, I got this. I got this.
Your wife negotiated with terrorists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Dude, you never negotiate with terrorists. You know that rule.
Need a normal guy stories channel for life shit.
Yeah.
All the like bullshit that goes on with our kiddos and whatever.
Yep.
I'll have you know, my kid has not walked yet, but he stood unassisted on his own today.
I saw Meg's
Ooh.
video. Yep.
That was a and so we have them in swim classes. Basically, it's like I wouldn't call it swim classes, it's more like do not drown classes. And today, for the first time, they took and like the swim instructor backed away from him, so that he was on like a little splash pad, and he crawled off the splash pad into the deeper water, went bloop underwater, came back up, and then flipped himself upright and floated on his own.
Dang.
Wow.
Nice.
Isn't that the final exam? So he's already passed the final exam.
No, the final exam is they have to be fully clothed, and you basically like yeet, throw them in the water, and they have to survive.
Who gets to throw? Can I throw him in the water?
Fuck you, no.
My kids both went through that.
You did that?
Yep.
It's dude.
And now
Watching
they,
it's
dude,
tough.
those kids, my kids swim 10 times better than I've ever been able to swim, and they're pretty young still.
Yeah. Well, like once he gets a little bit older, we'll do like real swim classes and stuff. but-
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
actually irks me a little bit that you won't let me eat your kid into the water.
What is that?
Somebody's got to
You can
do it.
yeet one of my kids at them next time.
Yeah, they'll like it. So,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're
It's different.
Cheryl,
That
you
felt
should
like
convert your 599, by the way.
What?
JS360 asked if Cheryl was on the wait list for a 599 conversion, and you should.
She should be.
You should.
Oh, she's getting it done.
I have a so actually funny. Well, confession time. I actually need to have a talk with Art because I think they need to increase the price of the conversions considerably because of the math behind how much money we spent to make that conversion.
See that?
So I think
$1 million.
Yeah.
we've spent over $1 million getting that car, the first one done. So you can figure they need to make back that money and somehow make a profit. So there's only 3,200 599s in existence. So when you start doing the math, it's like how many of the 3,200 are actually going to get converted?
Good point.
And so yeah, it starts to become an interesting math game. So there you go.
Somebody asked about the other Josh. He's still here. He's still yelling at people.
Yeah, what happened with the other job? Oh, I mean,
He's
yeah,
got his
he's
own
around.
business to run. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
busy. He's got a business that actually makes money.
You know, repair cars,
Yeah.
yell at customer, repair cars, yell at customer. It's a tiring
Basically.
thing for him.
Yeah, exactly. So, auction Adam's stash off.
Nobody's buying. Nobody's
Yeah.
buying.
It just looked like a bag of pubes in a. Like
Oh,
That's disgusting.
Just wax it off and sell the wax paper.
oh, there you go.
God.
oh, here we go.
That's
Car
great.
updates. Here we go.
Thanks,
All right, so 5 and 9 is currently at Authentic Details. Brad is doing a paint correction and putting on a PPF on the front fenders. So we're supposed to get that back tomorrow.
We had our own
theoretically.
little room together. It was cute.
Ah,
Aw.
Oh, nice.
ah.
We checked
Um,
out your car when we were dropping it off, Tyler.
Yeah.
They were polishing it.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, they were working on it. Then what else we got? The 458. We have a we have a buyer who's coming to look at it tomorrow, and he's going to test drive it, and so theoretically that will be sold shortly if he likes it, which I don't
Well,
see
he's
why
flying
he wouldn't.
in. He's flying in, so he's serious.
Yep. And the cool thing is he's got a really cool trade-in that you guys will like. So
Sweet.
if that happens, you'll see that car within a couple weeks. I'm guessing probably 1 or 2 weeks.
Well,
Let's see.
maybe because we're gonna have to go and get it.
Yeah. 488's chilling in my garage. Nothing going on there. Just sitting. F430. So that car's been the car from hell.
Really?
The F1 system we've had to replace almost everything in the F1 system to get it to finally not have F1 lights come on. But we finally got it to be totally solid. So that car, that is like so sorted. And we were joking about it because it's silver, people aren't as interested in it. And we're like, dude, this is one of the cleanest fucking F430s.
It really is.
It is.
It's
It really
so
is.
good. Like we're like, God, there's like nothing wrong with this thing anymore, and we fixed everything. And anyway, that car, we have someone flying out next week who's interested in buying it.
Very cool.
So hopefully that car will be sold soon. 360 still fucked up,
Still whistling.
still
It's an
whistling.
epic whistle.
That noise.
I can't
Dude, it's
find. I can't
so
find
loud.
them. I spent probably 6 hours this weekend messing with it and can't figure it out. I think it's the intake.
Mm.
Yeah, it could be the intake. We gotta just pull it off and replace the gaskets. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Cheryl's calling you out. I love it.
Gonna be 48. Probably gonna be staying in garage. I hope not.
Wait until
No.
Meg hears about that.
Yeah, I know. No, definitely won't. What else we got? Oh, we have a new car. That's the video is coming out on Sunday. So we just got that car this week. It's very, very clean.
Oh, yeah.
I think. Yeah, you're like, which car? Oh yeah, that car. I know, right? It's hard to keep track of sometimes. That car, well, you'll have to watch the video, but y'all are gonna have to fight Josh for it.
Oh, you're talking about that one.
Yes, that car it's clean. I know someone who knows what it is. Yeah,
I know what it is.
this
What
gentleman.
happened, Josh? Your light.
Sorry, I got my 4 screens behind me that are lighting up my face and they turned off.
So our friend Scott, who's in Florida, actually went out, saw the car, checked it out for us, test drove it, and then took possession of it when we bought it.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, seatbelts.
What
I
else?
hope so. Just saying.
Callie's listed on Cars and Bids right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, everybody go
Oh,
check it out and
yeah,
make a
it
comment.
is.
And
Yeah,
Type it
go
up.
promote it. Dude, Doug posted on Facebook about
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh, did he?
oh, did he really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he made
nice.
a post on his account. So that was pretty cool.
Sweet.
Is this the first ultra low mileage car he's had on Cars and Bids?
No, but
I
it's
doubt
probably the
it.
lowest Cali he's had.
That's what. Yeah, he's like, this has to be the lowest Cali out there, the lowest mile Cali.
You have a reserve, right?
Yes, we do have reserve. What else?
No.
They
It would
say no
say no
reserve.
reserve if it wasn't reserve. What else is there? Is that all the cars?
The 575,
Oh, the 575.
Oh,
yeah.
the
Some
forgotten
point-
stepchild.
Yeah.
Jeez, we need to finish that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, here you go. Ferrari
Easy.
48 or Maserati MC20. Easy 48.
48.
Yeah.
Straight up.
No,
You know why?
no Chryslers.
Because God knows what that Maserati is going to be worth in 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
probably.
fact, we had a guy who wanted to trade in an MC20 with us, and we were just kind of like, no. Even though I really want that car, it's like, dude, I'm scared of that car as a dealer because I think it's going to depreciate so fast. Like the funny thing is people are trying to sell them for over MSRP, but Maserati's already selling them below MSRP.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah, because nobody wants them.
right,
There's
no one
better.
wants
There's
them.
better cars for that much money.
Yep. So I'm just like, nope, no way. Like that's a bad sign for that car.
Yep.
Oh,
Tell your friend thank you if he becomes
Oh,
a
yeah.
customer.
oh,
Thanks, GT.
good. Yes, that's cool. You can show off your picture, be like, hey, look, I know this guy. He sells
Yeah.
cars.
You could say I got a guy, and
I
we
got
can
a
be
guy.
that guy. We can be that guy.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. You can name drop us. I don't think it'll help. But you
It'll
can.
hurt. It'll hurt if anything.
It'll probably be worse. You'd
You'll
be
be
like,
like, oh, that
dude,
guy.
you'd be like, I met normal guy. And be like, dude, that's not good. Like, is that supposed to impress me?
I need a light.
Mario Desmo asked about the Mercy, which is super weird, and the Howard not
in the
having the
garage.
Mercy there.
Oh, yeah. Mercy update. The Mercy is no longer at the Howard. It
Nope.
moved. It's now at Josh's shop. So speaking of Josh is working on the Mercy. Basically, we kind of came to the conclusion that we don't have the equipment to work on the Mercy at this point in our business
Or the time, really.
or the time, especially for something that's really not going to make us any money. It's hard to dedicate that much effort. So we've run into that a lot, where we're like, we have to make a business savvy decision where time is really important to us because we just don't have the time. So a project like that's going to take Josh months to fix, which would take us like close to a year to fix because we don't know what we're doing, and we're still going to need Josh's help. So it just didn't make sense. So anyway, Josh is working on it. Hopefully it'll be done in a couple months, and then we'll play with it. The Maserati MC20 does have billionaire doors. That is a plus.
This is true. So does the 650.
We
Yeah,
do need to
for-
film more content with Josh, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a riot. I actually, he wants to drive the 599. That would be
Ooh,
funny.
That would be
Ooh,
funny.
that would be. You have to mic him up for that. That would be
Oh, yeah.
great.
Yes, that would be good. Although I fear for my life, dude. Dude, have you ridden in the car with him?
No, and I
Damn it.
don't want to know how he drives because he drove my car
Uh,
without me around.
As long as you
So-
warmed it up, Adam, right?
he ain't
As
fucking
long as
around,
he,
man.
as long as he warmed it up. And that's
Although
what I
he's-
told him.
he's-
leaking-
Dude, are you kidding? He's super good about all that. He doesn't abuse cars. He drives them.
yes.
I mean, Josh is not MIA. He's got a job. It's just like Loper, right? Like these people all have real lives, so it's hard to get them to
Losers.
do. It's like, I mean, think about like if I came along in your life and I was like, hey, come spend hours and hours with us so that you cannot get paid. You're gonna be like, no. Because that's part of the problem is so much of what we do is during like the workday. When you are out there doing your jobs, making money, we're trying our best to attempt to make money.
And
Which
the past
basically-
couple of months, it truly has been an attempt to make money.
Yeah, we've
Yeah, how you
failed,
holding up,
but-
Adam? You still eating?
Huh?
Oh yeah, look at me, I'm fat. as
Adam's
ever.
got a sugar mama, so he don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, right.
Josh and I are sweating bricks right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all think like you're not wrong about the sugar mama part, but I'm sure at some point she's gonna be like, "All right, motherfucker, you gotta start pulling
Right.
your own weight around here." Because
Yeah.
Lord knows my good looks aren't what's keeping me around.
What wine? It's staining my mouth. Yeah, it kind of is. My teeth are a little bit, whatever. It's the Da Vinci. Like red wine stains your teeth if you drink enough of it. It just does. Yes.
It's the stash that keeps me around. Yeah, I don't know about that either.
It's the stash. Yeah. Now I'm all paranoid. People are looking at my teeth like, "What are you guys doing? I gotta keep my
Yeah.
teeth clean." I'm actually out of wine, so I'm gonna go reload wine.
Oh,
Feel free to
ooh.
entertain
Thanks.
yourself.
I'm a solid 7 now.
So Adam, did you really almost die on a video? Did
I
the tool almost cut your
Oh
hand?
yeah. So I was dremeling, so a screw stripped out, right? So I was dremeling a thing in it, a straight edge in it, so that we could use
Yeah.
a flathead. And as I was dremeling it, the thing came undone, and the whole disc went
Oh,
right
yeah.
past me.
Sorry, I got to put that up.
Yeah, that was good, Scott.
I was in Alabama. That's fine, because Scott, you're in Alabama too. So
Ooh.
actually, that's not true. You're like a California 10, big boy.
Aw, tender moments.
Have you seen the man? I mean, I'm not
Only
into
in video.
dudes.
Yeah.
I'm not into dudes, but okay.
Whoops, too far. Are you talking about weird
Oh yeah.
stuff about a dude now?
Oh,
Yes.
Scott said I was in Alabama 6, so I said he was in Alabama 2, and then I said that's not true. He's a California 10, and then I said I'm not into dudes, but
You've never been to Alabama, Scott? Yes, you have. Wait, maybe. I don't know. Did we go
You
through
know.
Alabama on our drive to North Carolina?
At
Oh, I think
least-
I went through Alabama on the way back. Oh, Josh, the Ferrari Lambo doctor. Whoop, whoop. Oh, there we go. Hold on. I wish he lived over in Cali so we could take our cars to him. You Texans are really lucky to have so many experts, fella.
do you
Funny thing
really want
is-
me to yell that though all the time? Because he'll yell at you. Like
Funny thing is, Josh always complains about how there's this huge lack of talented people in Texas. So, like,
I'm
he's
sure there's
gone
some really
through-
good guys in California. I would
There's, yeah,
think that
there's, and that's what he bitches about. He's like, there's so many good people in California, and there's not that many good people in Texas. And so his problem is he's so overbooked he can't get help. Like, he can't find good people to help him. So he's gone through tons of people, and so I think right now he's got 2 employees, which is actually like good. But
he has employees again.
yeah,
Wow. How
one of
long
them's
until he fires
even
them?
been an employee for a while.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like if you last a month at his shop, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
So, yeah. Anyway, oh, I didn't know that NFL is opening today.
I'll take that.
I mean,
Preseason. We're better than preseason.
I don't watch.
No,
any-
it's today's the
Oh,
first.
it's opening game. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
well, he
like-
says it. Okay, I could read.
Well, what teams are playing?
The Rams and the Bills.
Oh well.
I don't watch NFL. I don't watch any sports. I sometimes watch F1. There you go. Yes. So. Okay. Yeah, you do have to be a little bit of a masochist to take your car to Josh.
You gotta like the abuse.
Yeah, you're gonna get some.
Yell at me harder, Daddy. Yell at me.
Like, or you just gotta like, I don't know. He's a character. Like, look, and I get it. His point is valid. Like, he is not there. Like, the problem is everyone wants to chat with him. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'm not here to chat. I'm here to work on your fucking car.
Yeah.
So drop off your car and leave.
Well, what
Is this
did,
true? Is this really? Is it a dead deal? That's sad.
Really?
Actually,
F1.
I don't know
I'm-
because they're doing so well with a Honda motor, and I think Honda's pulling out, aren't they?
they've said that they were going to for a couple of years now, and they never have. So I don't know what's going on with them. But I'm almost kind of glad though that it is dead. If it is dead, because if they joined and they sucked worse than Ferrari, Dan would
Yeah.
never shut up about it ever.
Oh, please, for the Lord of God, yes.
Well, they weren't supposed to come
So
into F1 until 2026, I think. Anyway, so.
Correct. Yeah, because that's when the new regulations are.
Ah,
So. Oh man.
Oh man, how come Josh is not alive? Is he bad? No, he's not bad for the channel. He's just busy. Like I said,
He
you
probably
you
doesn't,
gotta
he probably
understand,
doesn't want to come on here.
like we.
He's there till
Yeah.
9, 10 at night anyway.
Well, he's
No,
yeah, he's there
Like
late,
2 or 3 in the morning.
yeah.
right?
Well, it's what Car Wizard said last week. Like, people don't believe he has a real shop. Like,
Yeah,
you know, Josh
I
is
think it's
busy,
all for the
you know.
videos.
Yeah.
It's not.
These mechanics that are good.
I
are
love
very
that people
busy.
think our channel is so huge that we have to fake stuff like that.
Right.
I wish we had that problem.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, no kidding.
that was still the best. Doing Tim's 348. People accusing us of fabricating like stuff for that. It was just hilarious because we're like, dude, you don't understand the math of this at all.
Yep.
Like, you
And
don't get
it's
it.
when you do weird takes or try to do a take again because something didn't get recorded or whatever.
Oh, it looks
It
terrible.
never comes. Yeah, it never comes out. You can tell it's not.
Mhm.
Like the most scripted we'll get is like if I know I have something funny to say, I'll be like, Dan, record this, and then I'll
Yeah.
say it live the first time.
Yep.
And
then
every
that's-
once in a while, you'll say some quip, and I'll be like, "Oh, I didn't catch it. Hold on, say it again."
yeah,
I can
That's it,
confirm
but-
both of these things happen doing the McLaren.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. That's it. That's like once in a while, you'll say some hilarious remark or something, and be like, "Oh, I wasn't recording. Hold on, say it again."
Yep.
And even then, the second time is never as good as the first time.
no, it's not.
No.
But then, like today in the video, I posted about it at like 2 minutes and 44 seconds or whatever it was. My face, I was like in total disbelief that Tyler didn't put the plug back on all the way, and I just looked so confused.
Was that wait? Did we remove that plug? Did someone remove that plug? It just was
No.
loose.
I watched both videos today back to back, and that plug never changed position. None of us.
Oh,
touched
really?
It was
was
about
just
to
loose.
fail.
Well, when I noticed it was loose, it wasn't all the way. There's like it's one of those things you put it on, then you rotate it to lock it
Yeah.
in place. And it was like halfway unlocked, where it pushed it out enough to where it wasn't plugged in. So we
So it
probably
was-
bumped it.
Yeah,
probably
I'm
bumped
sure we
it.
bumped it filling the clutch. Like
Yeah.
you had
Yeah.
to reach past it.
But it had to have been loose.
Yeah, it
So-
was not fully clicked in for sure, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that's
Uh,
nuts.
Oh, besides the possible trade in any of the cars coming that you can discuss, I mean, we can discuss the car that's going to show up on Sunday. We have
have
another
a-
360.
We have that one, and we have a 430 Spider.
Oh yeah,
potentially,
that one's
that
well.
we're
That's
gonna get.
that we're working on a 430 Spider deal. Actually, we're working on 2 430 deals, and we have in our possession the 360.
Sweet.
So we got an ultra clean 360 that you're gonna have to fight Josh for.
I might keep it. I don't know yet.
He wants it.
Yep.
It's clean enough that Josh is like, ooh.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do to it.
The
Yeah.
360
I was
is
actually
retail,
texting
right?
Gabe. I was texting Gabe about it because I know he likes 360s
He was
too.
getting me all giddy.
Dude. I mean, it's funny. It's like you see a lot of the car. So now that we're doing this, you see so many cars, and you can really you can see the difference between someone who really took care of it versus someone who just kind of owned it, right?
Right.
And this is one of those cars where you're like,
Here's a little preview of it.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a coupe. No need to worry about the spider spider
Let's see
top.
if the interior or the interior is the classic.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, but that's the interior is where this car is just
Yeah. That looks
Yeah, the
phenomenal.
interior is immaculate.
Need-
it,
need to
it
write
is
that.
it is probably the nicest 360 interior I've seen.
Sweet.
It's like it's close to Concours level in the interior.
Dang.
Too reliable for me.
Oh, love it. Love it.
It is a
Make it out to
22-year-old
Yeah.
Ferrari.
Have a
I
drink
mean,
with you.
Have you Have you put it through its paces yet, Josh? Giving it
Yeah,
around a bit?
I drove it around yesterday and today. It drives like a 360 exactly like it should.
Yeah.
You know,
Very cool.
it's kind of weird. Like, sometimes you drive one that's a little been ragged out a little bit, and you can feel that it's kind of loose, and you hear noises and stuff, and that's pretty typical. But this one, you drive it, and you're like, wow, this is probably what it felt like when it was new.
Wow.
Like it's pretty nice.
Yeah, and the dude who sold it to us is actually a fan of the channel, and he's a pedantic motherfucker. He takes care of his shit. Like he was telling us, he's like, yeah, the dash was starting to stretch, so he had Ferrari yank out the entire dash and
Holy
replace the entire dash leather.
Wow.
Which is that's a lot. That's a lot of money on a 360.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Speaking of things driving like new, I opened the coolant tank after driving the McLaren 3-4 hours later, and it still had pressure. So
Nice.
ooh,
Nice.
Yeah.
good things.
Is that a first?
Yeah.
Yes.
Makes you feel a little better about driving at 1,200 miles in Colorado, huh?
Yeah, on spiritedly.
Spirited driving, yes, there will be.
Yes.
Someone asked about the 430. How many? Oh, Cheryl did. How many miles are on it? I think one of them we're
25.
looking at. Huh?
Oh, the ones we're looking.
Yeah, the ones we're looking at.
One of them is
16?
19,000 and one's 16,000 miles.
Yeah. The 16 is the local one, right?
No, that's the 19. The 16 is the, should I say, gated car?
Well, I mean,
No, it's too late now.
It's a gated
like,
Spider.
hey,
It's
that's
like
gated.
16,000
Do it
miles
live.
or something.
Yeah. So we got those two cars we're trying to get as well. There's actually another car that we're working on, but it's a longer term. It's going to take us a little bit to figure it out. We'll keep you in the loop on that one. That
are
one's
we seriously serious about that though?
yes.
What,
Yeah.
the F50?
No.
No.
It's not an F50.
No, there's a car. The problem is that it's a logistical problem.
Mm.
Hmm.
We'll just put it that way.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes.
that one. I was thinking of.
What are you
Uh,
talking about? Yeah.
Back channel chat is so great for live. Oh, that
Oh,
too.
Oh,
What?
we can't
No,
afford that, Adam.
Yeah. We're
No, I know. Not for the dealer, for the other thing.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's actually, dude. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I will bet you money right now that the F40K is gonna happen.
Heck yeah.
The what?
Okay. I'll
Just tell him. Just tell him.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, as happens, so when you have a place like the Howard that has alcohol, you come sit there, you drink a beer, and you chat with your buddies, right? So, we're having a good little conversation, a couple beers in, with some of our other car friends, chilling at the Howard, and Richard has this idea that I think is absolutely fucking brilliant. He's like, hey, so I was thinking, instead of like a 401k that you try and retire on, we know cars really well. And we know that there's certain cars that we know will go up in value. So why the fuck are we putting your money in the stock market, which is gambling? And why don't we put it in stuff we know, like cars? And we're like, that sounds really good. And he's like, I think we should buy an F40. And I was like, oh. So we started calling it the F40K,
I like it.
which, to be fair, we're probably not going to buy an F40, but there is a particular car that so we're like, okay, what is a car that's available today that is an amazing retirement plan car, like something you hold on for like 5 to 10 years, and it has a near 100% chance of going up in value. So we kind of went through a huge list of cars, laying out the positives and negatives. What about this one? What about this one? And so on and so on. And we kind of came up with a specific car that we're like, oh yeah, that's the car. That car will make you money. Easy peasy. That's a retirement plan car. So we're going to probably buy one of those, and then it's going to sit there and do nothing.
Not going to be driven.
And it's the
No,
one car.
We're gonna do
that
like a
I-
fractional fractional shares, like we're all going to pitch in a little bit and have a little piece of it
I
somehow.
like it.
Seriously.
That's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah. And so our thought is to do this as an experiment. If it really works, then you turn into something bigger and you do pursue stuff like an F40.
Heck
The
yeah.
problem is like the F40 has a lot of maintenance, right? So the maintenance kills a lot of the appreciation benefits. So anyway.
Jocko, we will
So-
hit you up.
Yeah.
Oh, Jocko's
So
like,
you're
I'm
saying
in.
it's not a P1 if it can't have high maintenance.
Yeah, not if you want. Oh,
Ooh,
oh,
wow.
oh, just straight money. Just like
Thank you.
I know you didn't even give us a.
oops.
Yeah,
Just like-
You're gonna have to lock that puppy up and
You got to at least say something if you're gonna give us money.
Yeah, no kidding.
It'll get shoved in the corner with a cover on it and serviced
the
once a
one-
year.
That's
you
the
need to
one
put it in a
car I'll
glass
be
box.
okay with not driving.
yeah. I'd
Yeah.
sit in it and pretend to drive.
That's the problem about doing.
Noises. Meh.
Yeah, right. You look at it and you go, "Oh, it's so cool! I
Yeah.
wish I could drive it, but I can't because it's there to make money."
This isn't the car, but this would be a good one.
Ooh,
Yeah. Ooh.
Mm.
That's
The
not
problem
one we
with
had
that-
in mind. That one's already gone up too much, I think, though.
that's.
Yeah.
I think those are a little bit too high right now. I mean, they will still go up, but they're not going to go up as aggressively as I think the car that we chose.
The problem is that we have to do this before it goes up
Yeah,
even
the
more
next like
because then the delta will just shrink.
I don't know. It's
Right,
I
we
think
need it.
honestly, so based on actually, Josh and I filmed a video talking about the car market, and you'll see
I
that
saw
video
that
next
was
week.
uploaded. Yeah,
And I think if you are trying to buy cars on the cheap, I think you've got 3 to 6 months. That's it.
It's fair.
That's my gut feeling is you've got 3 to 6 months. If you don't act fast in those time periods, it's too late. They're all going to go up and they're going to become more and more expensive. So mark my words, like a year from now, you'll be going, God damn it, these cars are too expensive. That 360 is 150 grand.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
talking to me, Dan?
No, I'm talking to everyone. Oh, shit. Dude, he gives $25 more.
Thank
what
you.
the hell, bro?
Dude, you're so nice. Just want to continue to support the
Oh,
channel. I'm
congrats.
5 pounds off the
Nice.
weight loss goal before I get. Well, shit.
Well, how about if we give you $5 off and you can just buy it now?
No, I said 5 pounds off. He's
Yeah.
trying to
I know,
get a weight
I know.
loss
Give
goal.
him $25
I know.
off. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Congrats on losing
Good
some
job.
weight. That's awesome.
Yeah. No.
I
that's
need
super
to
cool.
do something like that.
What kind of
Yeah,
car do you
dude.
have?
Yeah, what's the exhaust that you're trying to get? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm curious now.
So
Order
you can't
mine, and then we can
choose.
share the shipping costs.
Adam's like, I'm gonna fuck up and tell everyone what it is.
Adam,
No,
does it
no,
have
no.
3 wheels? Is it a Ferrari? Does it have 3 wheels?
It has more than 2 wheels.
are we still talking about the 401k car?
The F40K, I'll have
Sorry,
you know.
F40K.
40.
Oh,
How are you not going to want to drive it though? That's going to be painful.
yeah, well, so I think the rule would be everyone gets to drive it once,
months. Yeah.
one time.
10 miles
Seriously.
or something.
You got a mileage limit. You get to drive it 5 miles and that's it.
You got to wear your bubble
That's fair.
suit, wrap the car in a bubble.
I would say maybe it's like once a month, someone gets to drive it 5 miles.
Yeah.
That might be a
Someone-
way to do it because you
need
do got to keep it.
lubricated.
You got to keep it lubricated.
Yeah.
But you don't. I mean, some of these cars, you literally just like okay. Here's an example of the car. It's one of the cars that's in the video that comes out next week that Josh and I talked about. There was a 560 mile Murcielago SV that was auctioned and it did not sell.
Ooh.
And that car is easily like a 1.2 to 1.4 million dollar car. And the problem with that car is you can't drive it.
Yeah.
Like it's worth too much money. Oh, sweet Jesus.
You
Speaking
get brownies?
of,
You get cookie brownies?
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, you asked.
Rachel.
cookie
Fresh
delivery.
baked, dude. No.
Ooh.
So, and I got milk.
I love how it's just like a silent delivery.
Yeah. Well, you hear the squeak of the door opening.
Yeah, the door. So legit, earlier today, I was watching YouTube and I was watching How It's Made,
Jeez.
and they had
Things
had
were
an
slow
episode
today.
about they had an episode about how cookies are made, and Meg was like, "I'm buying some cookies," and I'm like, "Yes, I agree with this decision."
I
So-
love it.
Oh yeah.
Cookies.
Speaking of SVs, though, that
Mm.
blue Mercy SV that was in EIG, my boss took a picture of it driving around Pflugerville today. So
Oh yeah, yeah. That
It's-
guy's in town right now.
it's functional.
Nice.
Mhm.
Did they convert it already, or is it still auto?
No. Oh my God, they're still warm.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, they're so good.
Hold it up to the
Microwave
camera, Dan.
them.
Let us see it.
Mm.
Show Adam.
Mm.
What was that?
Epic.
That was awesome.
Y'all know I'm trying to not eat much right now.
Oh, to the middle.
Adam gets
I didn't do
promoted.
Ooh,
I didn't do that.
Josh
Really?
did
The
it.
system did that?
I did.
Hmm?
I did.
Oh.
Adam gets promoted.
You're trying not to eat Adam.
I'm trying this intermittent fasting thing. We'll
Mm.
see how it
Ooh,
works.
that
You
sounds
and Fred-
terrible.
You and Fred still doing that?
No, Fred hasn't texted
Fred
me
gave
at
up.
all about it.
What are your eating hours?
Come on, Fred.
From noon to 8 p.m.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
I
Are you
am
still
working out though,
caffeine-free?
Ricky. I am still caffeine free, yes.
Oh, that's actually a big deal,
Yeah.
Nice
could
job.
do
dude.
that.
Cutting out soda is huge. Like the amount of calories in soda is insane.
I've been jonesing for it recently, though. I will say.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I when I gave up soda, like I don't know, probably 12 years ago now. Now I'm like, once you've given up for a long time, it's like it's so sweet and so like you're just like, oh God, it's
Yeah.
too much. You know,
That's
you're just
true.
like, it's kind of like if you give up like salty food for a long time and then you go have something that's salty, you're like, oh my God, I can't eat it. So bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know. So F40K cars.
Hey, K cars.
I mean, yeah, good strategy, good diversification.
Yeah,
I actually want to buy a Kai car.
that'd be cool.
I
I
want to
think
buy.
it's pronounced K.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
I want to buy an AutoZam AZ1 or a Toyota Serra.
There's
leaning
a guy
more
in Dallas that can
Huh?
help. There, Steve's POV in Dallas can help.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
you should do the AutoZam. It'd be cooler.
That would be cool.
It is cooler. I think the Toyota Serra is kind of eh.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber.
Well,
Steve's
it doesn't
POV.
have the turbocharged engine and
Mhm.
high revving engine and all that.
Wasn't,
Another-
I was gonna say, weren't cars in Japan classified by like the output that they had and the displacement that they had and stuff like that? Like it was taxes and registration costs were done by that, right?
I think it was something like that.
Not
Mhm.
sure.
Sounds right.
I think that's where like the K car comes in and everything like that. It's a unique thing over there.
Yeah, there's something weird about like if it was under a certain displacement with a certain horsepower. Like, I think they were regulated to like 63 horsepower or something like that.
Too much car talk. Let's get back to Dan's edibles.
Thanks,
I wish
360.
they're not edibles; they're just regular cookies.
Yeah, we had that conversation last week.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
If those are
totally
did
edibles,
have that.
Dan's in for a wild night. He
But he
just
doesn't
ate a
have
whole
candy.
one.
yeah. I know,
That's
no,
2.5 weeks from now. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not doing edibles. No, I don't want to. Not good for me.
So on the one hand, I haven't drank or done anything in so long that at this point I'm like, man, why start now? But on the other hand, I want to trip balls just to see what it's
You
like.
want to trip?
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
You want,
you
you want to
said
do like
this a couple days ago.
shrooms?
Yeah, I want to trip balls and see what it's like.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, I'll film that.
Yeah. I'll babysit.
Yeah, last night of the
I've
tour.
babysat people on mushrooms before. I'll babysit.
Dude, babysitting people who are tripping is not always good.
It's
if
not
they
always
have a,
good.
If
but
they have a bad trip, that's
I'm used to
scary
it.
shit.
Yeah, Jen's gonna be there, right?
Yeah, my wife will be there.
It's
She'll know what to do.
It's shrooms. It's not that bad.
Yeah, shrooms aren't as bad as like LSD. LSD.
I've heard it has a lot to
Yeah.
do with like the mental state that you're already in.
Yeah.
Though.
And the
It
people
probably
around.
helps. Yeah,
Yes.
dude. Because we had a guy. This was like back in high school. Some dude we were friends with was tripping balls, and it started going bad, and it was just like, no, this sucks. This is not good. So
Dan,
I think it would
last
be
week when we were
hilarious.
talking about that, about the edibles, a friend of mine, my buddy, texted me who watches the live, and he's like, "Man, your buddy Dan, if he just had just the right amount and had a good time, he'd be hooked on it."
probably, yeah, I'm sure I'd probably love it, but no, terrible idea. Absolutely not going to happen. Mm-mm.
Drop mushrooms in a remote
Yeah,
area,
we're gonna be in
preferably camping
Telluride.
or hiking.
Yeah, that's
The
the way.
problem
That's
with-
the way to do it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think the problem with that, like, is if you ran off and got lost or something.
Well,
Yeah,
You don't
You're
get
on your own
lost.
then.
You're fully
Tractor.
coherent about what's going on around you. It's not like you're,
Oh, you're talking from experience here?
Sounds like it.
yeah. You remember everything, like everything's normal. You just see shit, like you see some weird shit that's not really
See,
there.
that would freak
And
me
you're
the
like,
fuck
whoa,
out.
that's cool.
I
I'm
don't
too
want to
scared
see
I'd like
shit.
run off a bridge or something.
No,
here's a
not
question.
doing anything
Yeah.
crazy like that.
I'm glad you pulled that up.
I went with Porsche because I don't know. I've always been drawn to the 911 more than I have to any other car.
He likes VWs.
Okay.
I mean, coming from somebody, I've had 5 911s over the years, and the only reason I didn't buy a Ferrari is because I couldn't afford one, and I could afford a Porsche, so that's why I had Porsches.
I mean, look, like I don't want to be that guy, but there is a huge kernel of truth to the people who comment about Porsches. It's always about, oh, I didn't want to spend the money on the maintenance, or I didn't want the reliability or
Yeah.
whatever. It's always a money equation. It's never I didn't want it because I thought it wouldn't be as cool. It's always I didn't want it to buy a Ferrari because I was scared of the maintenance or scared of the money or scared of whatever. Right? So the reality is, hear me out for a second here, and people are going to chastise me. If you got the money, you buying a Ferrari. You ain't buying a Porsche.
I don't know because
True that.
okay.
100%.
Yeah.
I drive.
100%.
I've driven, and this is gonna make me sound really pretentious and everything like that. But
I just did.
I
just did.
drive-
was sounding very
I
pretentious.
drive a lot of Ferraris now, and I don't feel the same way in those cars
They're
as I
not.
do in the
They're
911.
not yours. They're the dealerships.
Yeah.
Yes, you're
I
right.
feel totally different about the cars that are the dealerships.
I don't
Like
know.
right now,
I just-
right now, arguably the only Ferrari in the dealership quote unquote's possession that's kind of mine is the 599 because I bought that before the dealership existed, and
Yeah.
my affinity towards that car is greater than every other car we own right now by orders of magnitude. Like
I
I
don't
love that 599.
I
Right now.
have zero desire to like. I don't even aspire to own a Ferrari one day. Like, I don't know. I just I don't
I
have
do.
that. I don't have that aspiration.
The only
Like,
the only Ferraris I've driven are my friends, and I'm always terrified driving them.
because it's someone else's.
Yeah, and I can't enjoy it because
Right.
I'm always like overthinking all the cars around me.
Yep.
I do that in the 911 though because I don't want anything to happen
Well,
to the
yeah.
car. I do that in my
You get that-
wife's
you get that
car.
any car that you care
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, but
Like, that-
also
that-
like if it's mine and I fuck it up, it's like, well,
No, totally. When people are like, "Hey, want to review my car?" and I'm like, "Not really, because I don't want to beat on your car.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to drive your car really hard and break it or get. I mean, shit. We already had someone hit me in California.
Yeah.
Like, what if that happens on a like? Imagine I'm reviewing someone's crazy car, and some dipshit hits me in it. That's gonna be catastrophic. That's gonna suck. Like, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know. One day
I don't know.
I'll
I
have the
understand
money.
because, like I said, I've had
No, I-
911. I've had 911s, and they drive a certain way, and you feel a certain way when you drive them, and they're great. But it's like a German
They're
versus
numb.
Italian, right? It's well engineered. It's everything
Here's
about
the
it
thing.
is a certain way, and you know exactly what to expect from it. It's not going to scare you. It's just
I think here's my thing that I've concluded after driving all these cars, because I've driven tons of crazy Porsches, tons of crazy Ferraris, tons of Lamborghinis, now McLarens, whatever. I've driven it all. The thing about the Porsches, and it's kind of true about certain cars, period, is there's this lack of emotional connection, right? It's just not emotional. And like, I want that excitement, that emotional whatever that you get, and it's the thing that you can't describe. It's the thing that's hard to really put into words. It's a gut feeling that you get, and to me, the Porsches just kind of didn't do it. Like they're really good. They drive fast. They're fun. They corner
this is
really
the best
well.
word for them.
Sterile. That's a great.
I guess one day, and hopefully sooner rather than later, but one day I'll be able to afford a Ferrari, and we'll see if I still want to buy one or don't want to buy one.
I mean, honestly, if you don't, that's fine. Whatever. Like, there's different personalities, and different people want different things for a reason. But
I mean, it is possible that people do enjoy Porsches more than they enjoy Ferraris. That is
Absolutely.
possible.
Yeah.
sure, 100%. There's people that enjoy Porsches more than Ferraris. 100%. But it's just. I think it's just certain cues off those cars. They have certain characteristics that appeal to certain people, and different characteristics that appeal to other people. Right? I mean,
I think also the silhouette of a 911 is one of the most recognizable car silhouettes out there. Like
Sure.
you ask a non-car person what a silhouette of a 911 is, and they're going to say Porsche. They're not going to say it correctly. They'll say it.
You ask anyone on Earth to draw a sports car, and they're going to draw it red.
That's true. You're right. No, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, you show them the Cavallino, and everyone's going to go, Ferrari.
Actually, you say that. The other day I was at the gas station getting
There's a
gas.
Mustang.
No, the other day I was at the gas station, and the guy was like, "What does SF stand for?" And I told him, Scuderia Ferrari, and he was like, "Oh, this is a Ferrari," and he was like,
What?
"Huh." Like he didn't.
Did you laugh and go, "No, it's my car"? Drive off.
You
No,
should.
because it was an older gentleman who was cool. He just
I think there's a
didn't
part.
know.
That's a part of it is like when the Ferraris. I mean, it's hard to you can't dismiss. Porsche has an extremely long racing history, so you can't just say Ferrari's racing history is supreme. But Ferrari does legitimately have one of the longest racing histories and longest, like, it's kind of always been that like untouchable thing that people desired, like when they first started bringing Ferraris into the US, it was like, holy shit, like this thing is totally different than everything else that exists, and I think that's always kind of stuck with people is like, and that's really to me what it always was, is that there was cars that you looked at and you were just like, oh my God, like that's amazing. That looks beautiful. That looks aspirational or whatever. And I'll admit the older Porsches did that to me. Like the older, like 930 turbo with the big giant whale tail and shit. Oh my God. Like to me, when I grew up and I would see one of those, it was like, holy shit, that thing's awesome. But now, you know what I think that happened is Porsche diluted their own brand. They made so many blah 911s that are
they do have way too many.
They should not do that. They should not sell anything but like the GT3s and the turbos, and maybe like the Carrera 4S.
Well, they should have the base Carrera, like the Cabriolet, and then like the turbos and the GT.
They shouldn't have the base. Period. Get rid of it. No, the 911 was always a special car.
Yeah, make it special. Yeah,
make
That's
it special
true.
again.
Yeah.
And they diluted it now because like you go find like a regular old 911 that's like a base Carrera, and you're like,
Yeah,
I mean,
That's
that's
true.
it's
Yeah,
like
I
a
guess
fucking
you're right.
it's a Toyota Camry on crack.
so bland.
I would take any car over a Carrera GT. Carrera GTs are hideous.
Oh,
I
like
said
them.
it. I think they're ugly as sin.
No,
They're-
and okay, and you have a valid point here.
Yeah.
Ferrari is
Like
ruining their
next week,
brand.
right? Or 2 weeks.
Ferrari is going to kill their own brand.
Aren't you-
No,
if
they're
they
not
keep it
because
up.
they're only doing a limited run on them. For what I heard,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not gonna.
But still, it's not good.
It will only ruin it for people like you.
Like well, I mean, I'll put it this way: when I see a Lamborghini Urus, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
fuck that thing.
Howdy.
Yeah, it's an Audi. It's a Volkswagen.
Totally.
Yeah, Q8.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit. Like they slapped the Lamborghini badge on it because they wanted to make a bunch of money. That to me is a capitalism car. It has nothing to do with anything. Purely making money.
I think it depends on the plastic, what you're talking about, because I think that the fender vents, I love the fender vents. I think that they're cool. That's
Oh, on the
That
GT3,
might be the-
yeah.
that might be the Fast and the Furious boy in me. I don't care. I think the fender vents are
I'm gonna have a
awesome.
cookie to chill out. I'm not angry.
Have a Snickers.
I'm not angry. Like I get passionate about things. What? Why does everyone say I'm angry? I'm not angry.
Yeah. Passion is not angry.
The Urus has
Yeah.
a twin turbo 4-liter V8 from Audi.
It's an RSQ8
It's an Audi
with a
engine.
different bumper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo. Sorry, knocking shit around now. Cookie.
That's how angry you are. Damn it.
Mhm. I'm
Welcome
not-
to
yeah.
Gang Up on Adam Evening. I could take it.
Well, someone said, someone in the comments said their friend sold a Ferrari because of all the attention, and I could see that too. Like,
No, and like, look, if you're wanting a car that's going to have no problems, Ferrari's not for you.
God,
well, and I think
that's
they were
true.
meaning like public attention too. So like no
yeah.
problems and can.
No, if you
slightly
want
fly under the
attention-
radar, like
I get that. Like some people really, that is a huge turnoff. It's like I don't want to pull up somewhere and have everyone mob me, and you're going to get that. It just happens in a Ferrari. Like people, there's no way to go to a gas station and fill up with gas and not
Oh.
have someone talk to you.
I can only imagine what's going to happen in the cell phone lot tomorrow at the airport.
Eh, that's where you just keep the windows up and
I
stay on your
that-
cell phone.
that's something I'm trying to personally get over with a bright
Mhm.
orange
Oh, yeah.
convertible, McLaren. And
know,
people are like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Legitimately, I got it down now. You stare at your phone and you just ignore them.
Dude, when I was driving your car before you bought it, dude, I would get honked at by truckers and like waved at and all kinds. I got more attention in the
It's
McLaren than
so-
I've gotten in
yeah.
any Ferrari.
the McLaren's so much attention because people have never seen it and they
Mhm.
don't know what it is. Like,
They legitimately don't know what it is.
oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So good, Matthew.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, like I've shown off like every time the neighbors, which is awesome. I love doing it, but every time the neighbors, like kids, have a new friend over, they're like, "Can we see the McLaren?" Like,
There's someone that happened to do it, Tyler.
Exactly. And that's honest to God. And that's what Porsche fucked up on is now no one cares.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
they
got-
were on the verge
They're
of
like C8s.
going under. Like they had
Yeah, but
to.
BMX,
They
this is
could've-
what I'm drinking.
But Porsche could have kept selling the SUVs and they could have kept the 911 Special.
Yeah, you're
That
true.
was the flagship car, and they killed. Like, I'm totally fine with Porsche selling SUVs to keep the brand alive. Like that makes sense. Like, hey, they make money, but like, and like for them to have different tiers on the Cayman makes sense because it's not the premier car. But for the 911 to get ruined with these low level pieces of shit that are boring was dumb. Like they killed the 911, and that's
It's
the
been
car.
like that forever, though. It's been like
Well,
that
but not-
forever, though.
Kind of. I mean, I don't know. It's
I mean,
not.
they always
I guess
had the Carrera 4, the turbo, like.
yeah,
they've
but now
always
they have
had
like
the different-
54 different versions of the
Oh, yeah.
Carrera,
Now it's terrible. Yeah.
and they sell like a gajillion Carreras and only a couple of the actual cool cars. Because let's be real, when we're talking about Porsches, we're not talking about a 911 Carrera base. No one gives a fuck about that car. We're talking about the 911 Turbo, the 911 GT3, Carrera 4S, those cars. Those are the cars that people care about. Those are the Porsches that people are like, ooh, or like the Cayman GT4, stuff like that, right? That's the stuff.
There we go.
That's
the
the
one.
stuff that Porsche makes that gets us excited. But the problem is 95% of their market is not that. Versus every single Ferrari is special. That's the difference, right?
Even
I
a
don't know.
Mondial.
The 360, I wouldn't go that. No, I'm kidding.
No, but actually,
Take it easy.
I will-
Take it easy.
I'll even give a point in the Porsche court. That's why people don't like the California as much, because it didn't feel as special. It was kind of like, it's a phoned in, great, GT car, 4-seater, right? And that's why it's not as loved.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's just whatever. Like, this is my opinion.
It's a very
It's all our
strong
own
opinion.
opinions. It's
It's a
fine.
strong opinion, but I think it's based in reality. It's not like I just
people in the chat are
invented-
saying we're wrong about the McLaren, but I haven't gone anywhere in that car, anywhere, where someone hasn't come and talked to me, even at the Howard with people that own
Oh, no.
fucking supercars.
But
They wanna
I would
see it.
say part of it's because you have a bright orange
It's
McLaren.
yeah, true.
If you had like a white or a black or a gray,
Yeah, it'd be like whatever.
it would be toned down dramatically.
That's
But
fair.
to be fair, you should
I
be
agree.
buying a car like that in one of those colors. You should be buying them in a
You
red.
should, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like Lamborghini. It needs to be a bright fucking color. Like
I why the fuck does Lamborghini sell a white Lamborghini or a black Lamborghini? Well,
Why
okay,
does Ferrari do
black
that?
looks cool. Yeah, Ferrari shouldn't either. I agree, except for if you get white with red interior. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's all about the spec.
But like white with black, boring interior is kind of like, eh.
Yep.
To me, it's like, it's like, I want crazy, but I got to keep it cool.
yeah, the doors do help. JS360. It's true.
Yeah.
My thing about Porsches too is even like from in the last 20 years, every Porsche has the same interior. Doesn't matter if it's a GT3 RS or a base Carrera. It's like the same steering wheel, the same dash, the same everything.
It's true.
I also personally hate the houndstooth pattern.
Really?
when it-
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually
I think
like
it's
that.
cool.
I love that.
I don't know, it's like something growing up. I was around it too much or something. I don't know, but I hate that pattern. So when I see it in Porsches, I'm like, fuck, you ruined that car.
I kind of love it. I mean, it's like, I don't know,
That's cool. But
but I don't know. It just, anyway, it doesn't really matter. All I really care is that you're like a gearhead, right? That's the more important
exactly.
thing. Like,
And everyone watching this is, because they wouldn't stick
Yeah.
with us doing it.
yeah.
Oh, we got another $5.
Yeah. Why Ferrari banned Floyd Mayweather? That shows the extent of the Ferrari goes to protect its brand. Which is, I mean, like, people, it's funny. People give Ferrari so much shit about their lawsuits of people and whatever. And there's always more to the story than like the media want, because like it's really easy to make a salacious topic. Oh, like Justin Bieber can't buy Ferraris anymore. He's banned. It's like, yeah, if I ran a company and he did shit with my products that he was doing, I wouldn't let him buy my product anymore either. Because that's Ferrari's in a unique position. They do not have a demand problem in any way whatsoever. Period. They can ban half their clientele and still never be able to keep up with their demand.
That is one thing I will say. They are marketing genius. They are better marketing than they are at making cars, and that says
100%.
something.
They are probably one of the most brilliant marketing companies on earth.
Now, if they could just give a portion of that over to the pit wall of their F1 team.
Zing!
I was waiting for that. No, all they need to do is hire a different strategist.
Yeah.
They've got the right car. They've got the right like people. They just have they're the wrong dumbass making all the decisions. Like, hey, let's put on these tires.
Let's put in 3 tires.
Yeah. What do you? Oh
So-
my god.
I'm sure this is going around the internet, but someone uploaded at work. Someone made a compilation of like Ferrari clips from this year with The Office. So it's the Scuderia. Hilarious.
I need to watch that.
I need
Yeah.
that. Yeah, you have to
I'll
link
send
us
it, I'll
afterwards.
send it to you guys. Yeah.
That sounds
so
good. Oh no,
Area Office.
Yeah. I'm sure you can find it.
the Scuderia
Yeah.
office. Oh no, I'm
It's
sure it's gonna be great.
Everyone
Here.
should go watch it after we're done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't watch it
10
right
minutes.
now.
Yeah, after we're done, watch it.
Oh, there you go. Linked it.
Which we're
apparently-
almost done anyway. So
Apparently, your mic is really quiet, Tyler.
It's fucking restream. I don't know.
No, you're quiet.
Am I quiet?
I can hear him.
you
just
are
fine.
a quiet person.
You talk quiet. Period.
I talk quiet. Period. But I'm right on
see,
this
look at-
goddamn mic.
we got you animated. Now I can hear you.
Okay,
You're like-
fine. I'll scream.
Tyler's always talking like this,
Okay,
even in
guys.
person. It'll be a really loud area, and you can be like, "Tyler, what's going on?"
ASMR video.
That was awesome. Oh my god.
That was good. I like it.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, they're revealing the SUV this
Tuesday?
coming Tuesday.
Yeah,
Oh.
soon.
He's got
Oh.
a point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, they're all good. Like you can't go wrong. There was a Scud in the movie Endgame.
Hmm.
Really?
I don't know.
All right.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a podcast mic, so I should sound like I'm in a podcast. I do bird watching videos. So the robin male.
No,
That's my bird knowledge right there. So
what's the dude from the BBC Planet
Oh.
Earth series?
yes,
Here we see the male.
David Attenborough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attenborough. Yeah, there you go.
Speaking of birds, I'm finding a bunch of dead birds on our balcony lately. I don't know
That's
what's
not
going
good,
on.
man.
You have a bunch of big windows.
Well, yeah, but like, why would they just start flying through the glass doors
It's
now?
as the season changes, the light angle changes.
Okay,
Dude, we used to
kind
get
of-
that.
kind of freaky. It's like, what's going on around
Oh
here?
no! Like
Yeah,
we had,
you're
we've
gonna
already had
die.
a couple. We've had a couple birds commit suicide against our windows this year already at the new house. Like, yeah,
That's
there was a poor little dead birdie sitting on the patio. I was like, oh, poor bastard, ran into the windows full steam.
Yep.
Happens. Yeah, I have to review the Ferrari SUV when it becomes available. Oh,
You should.
That would be hilarious.
It really would.
please.
Well,
do
we
not
know
torture
somebody
me.
that's probably going to get one, so it won't be a problem.
True. We do know someone's gonna get it.
Is he
Yeah.
buying it because he has to buy it?
Yes.
See,
No, he's that
Genius
one. He's
marketing.
it
Oh,
is
yeah,
genius
playing the
marketing.
game.
I
Not,
mean,
that one he's not forced to. He's not forced to buy that one. They're offering it to him. He's
Oh.
not forced to buy it.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I think he's feeling pressure to buy it because he knows it will help him.
I think he's pressured.
Probably.
Yeah.
C money.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Well, as long as he lets Dan drive it. Wink, wink.
That's awesome. Who could it be? I have no idea. Who could it be?
Casey.
That's hilarious. Never comments anything, and then all of a sudden, ding.
Yep.
That's great. Oh,
Oh shit.
does a Ferrari SUV come with a red ball gag? Oh,
it's whatever color you get it in. That's what color it comes with.
yeah, right. It comes with a matching ball gag. I'll have you know. It's kind of like how they have the matching like key, the key fob, but it's a ball gag.
You have to wear your ball gag when you're driving, or else the car won't start.
Oh shit.
You're sitting at a stoplight. You just look over at
You
people.
walk over, you're like,
Oh God.
That's too much.
Oh my god! Actually, there's a little dildo in the seat, and every time you sit down, you got to lube up.
Oh God!
You know, Ferrari's fucking you in the ass on that car.
Does it come with a magic lube, or you have to buy that separate?
Yeah, it's separate.
Buy that on
It's an
our
option.
website.
It's an option.
Yeah. Oh God.
We are terrible people.
Ah,
Seriously, why do people watch us?
I don't know, but it's funny that they watch us.
All 93 people are laughing.
Ah.
You know.
Dan, if you're forced to buy an SUV, which one you buy? One that is available today. I would buy the 9mm Beretta to my head.
Oh, I'd probably get a Cayenne Turbo S or an RS Q8.
Okay.
Would you
if
get the Hollow Point upgrade?
Yes. If I had to have an SUV, I suppose the only SUV I think is reasonably attractive is the Macan. Like a Macan Turbo S. That would be kind of cool.
That's fair.
That's it. Everything else is garbage.
I would love to see a McLaren SUV because it would be hilarious to see an SUV that looks like their cars.
And they got the door.
Tell me that wouldn't be the funniest looking thing you've ever seen in your life.
That would be pretty fucking awesome.
That's not gonna happen. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my least favorite of all of them.
G-Wagon would be
not.
cool.
No, what?
I would do a G-Wagon. Hell yeah.
What?
All right,
It's
Josh,
a-
let's start looking for a G-Wagon for the dealer.
It's a cube. It's horrible.
G63. Let's
It's
do
a
it.
military vehicle.
It was designed in like
It's cool.
1974.
It's cool though.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
not.
Ugh.
I think you're
So-
gonna have a lot of people that would tell you you're crazy.
Those
Any-
people are all stupid.
Hey, how's that
Debatable.
Jeep, Josh? How's that Jeep?
Oh yeah.
I
Sweet.
actually got the Jeep. I got the
Yeah.
Jeep all done, and I did film it. I need to send Dan the video and see if he wants to make a video out of it. But I did.
So he can
finish
delete it.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got a backup.
Yeah.
Tyler, where's
See if I got a
the
picture?
Oh yeah.
Jeez. Oh, thanks.
There it is. There it is.
God.
You gotta be quicker with those, Tyler.
I know.
The
all the
soundboard
way
is
over
why we
here.
keep you around.
Oh, that's it. I gotta move it closer to me so I can.
I
have to reach
hate
over for
the
it.
G-Wagon so bad. I think it looks so terrible. I just do not understand that. Why that became such a pop icon.
Because
It was-
it's
it-
cool.
it- no, you know what it
It's got
was?
portal axles.
It was a joke. I think it was a joke that got taken serious. Like people were like, haha, let's buy this stupid, ridiculously expensive cube and think it's cool. And everyone else was like, hey, those rappers thought it was cool. We should think it's cool.
I can't talk. I have a Defender. It's a box
No,
on
we
wheels
have
as
not.
well.
There's
seen that
there's the
video yet.
Jeep.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
See, that's badass.
Need bigger tires.
It's got 33s on it. I don't need bigger
Ah,
tires.
Well, it's true for Texas. You don't.
I tool around the neighborhood in it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it's for.
You could launch jet skis really far down there with some 37s.
It does.
On there.
I have a boat ramp by my house, so it does
Oh.
whatever.
There you go.
Oh, dude, we should probably go boating soon before the season's
Yes.
over.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can show more of my mad backflips.
Heck yeah.
I actually
Yeah,
probably
we do
should-
need to do that.
I need to sell the boat.
Why? You just bought it.
I mean, I probably can make money on it.
Probably.
So, I mean, I'm not going to use it probably but 2 more times maybe this year. And I mean, I don't know. It's like $65,000 just sitting there in a storage facility.
That's how
That's
I
a
feel
used
about my
Macan, man.
camper van. That's how I feel about my camper van. It's like 80 grand. just
and
sitting there
I have to
doing
pay
nothing.
insurance on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like, pfft, I don't know. I mean, I like it. It's fun, but yeah, I'm not in love with it.
That boat's pretty badass, though.
It is.
It is.
It is. It is a great boat, but it's not like I can't go buy another one later.
Or we can just go out on mine.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I could go be best friends with you and What is it? I am not salty.
They're
Yeah,
just trolling you, dude. They're just trolling you. It's
Okay.
funny though.
Everyone's all like, Dan's so angry. I'm really not an angry person. Like, you would know if I was angry. I would not be
You
pleasant.
wouldn't like him when
Yeah.
he's angry.
I think I've seen Dan angry once, and I was like, okay.
I'm very unpleasant when I'm angry. It takes a lot to get me angry, and when I'm angry, I'm legitimately angry.
Oh, yeah.
So then, you know,
As you should be, yeah.
yeah.
It's coming out.
Anyway, oh shit! I guess it's already been an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Good
Oh,
lord,
bummer.
this always goes so fast. Well,
The special guest was good tonight.
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry about that, everyone.
You
I
got
tried.
catfished.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get
Maybe
special-
maybe next week.
Are you gonna pitch what you said in their pre-show?
What?
The call for guests?
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
Totally. I dropped the ball and didn't mention it at all. Okay. We would love if any of you happen to know anyone that's like either a YouTuber or cool or somehow has got a great story about car stuff or whatever. Get them on this live somehow. That'd be kind of fun. So we're thinking, you know, if you got someone that's like, I don't know, interesting. Basically, someone's got a good story, can't suck on camera. That's the hard part, right? Like, so use some judgment there.
Yeah.
Use some discretion. But yeah, we'd like to have people join us and tell our stories or whatever, because I'm sure you guys are all sick of seeing me get angry at everyone and yell and bitch about Porsches the whole story and
Eating cookies all night.
eating cookies and fucking milk, and I'm just like, god damn it, I'm so mad.
That sums up the last hour.
Cookies and angry Porsche.
Mm. God damn it, Porsches. Okay.
Rawr.
Rawr, rawr, rawr. All right. Well, anyway, if you got anyone, get them in touch with us. That'd be great. Otherwise, just keep doing what you're doing, and then
Yeah, Lotus should come on, but he hasn't yet. So
yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else interesting coming up? Well, we got some new cars potentially coming.
the
soon.
tour's in whole 2 freaking weeks. Holy cow!
Is it tour? 2? No, it's 3.
Well, it starts in 3, but we gotta leave in 2.
Well, okay, yeah. Oh,
It's coming up, man.
good lord. Is it really? 1, 2. Oh my god.
See? Yeah.
What's the
So
first
shit.
day?
What day are we leaving?
Depends if the particular individual wants to drive our car or not. We might be leaving 2 weeks from today.
On the 22nd?
Yeah, but most likely we'll leave on the 23rd. So you and I probably, because you're riding with me, right? We'll probably go
Yeah.
up on the 23rd and crash at my brother's place and get there a day early, just in case something, in case we need to arrange anything, or if any of the people's cars arrive earlier, whatever. But good lord, that means all right, y'all need to help me because we gotta solidify a couple reservations. Crap.
Told you it's coming up.
Oh man, I'm so glad we're not doing this again, dude. It's so much work. Oh my god.
Oh, I can't imagine. Yeah.
But it's so epic.
It's so yeah, but you know how epic it would be if someone else did it and we just paid to participate.
It's pretty awesome.
True.
For you,
saying.
yeah, you have a great time. Good. I'm glad you feel that way. Actually,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. I am
yeah.
so glad you feel that way.
Thank you. Hopefully you got
It's-
the check.
Yes, I did. I deposited. Thank you. Man, for me, it sucks.
I'm sure.
Yes, you're gonna be there a day early. Oh, where are you hanging out?
At your brother's house, clearly.
Well, we will be at my brother.
I know. I'm just,
Probably. I don't know. We can't fit both the trucks and trailers at his house.
no.
Is anyone
Yes, my
doing
brother.
windshield PPF
I am.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
or
It's-
whatever it's
You gonna
called?
tear off or whatever?
I'm just gonna do the full, legit expel whatever. It's a windshield is $6,000 to $6,500 for the 650.
Oof.
So 10% of that for
Nice,
insurance.
Jocko's doing it too.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, Jocko's doing a tear off.
I know Steve was talking to, Steve was talking to people trying to get one. So
Are they? I'm just picturing tear off like the racing visor tear offs. Like after every day, you just
Yeah.
tear off a new.
That's what Jocko was trying to get, like 6 of them so he could do like one a day.
Yep.
And they were like, no, you can only get one. So he was like, damn it. But yeah, it's he's got some sort of windshield protector on it.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah. It's anyway.
It's worth it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm super excited, but yeah, let's call it good.
Cool.
We will
Have a
see
good week,
y'all
everybody.
later.
Later.
And
Everybody.
I don't know if there's anything else going on. Yeah, whatever. Just watch our videos. Trying to talk shit about us.
If you have a guest, email Dan
Yeah.
and normalguysupercar.com.
There you go. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.